heard he'd gone to Queensland. Someone saw him driving through. I'd heard he'd gone to Queensland. Guess he'll start at something new. People are searching for a rainbow up there, I'm told. Driving 2,000 k's just to see it all unfold. Ever growing, the desires of your soul. I'd heard he'd gone to Queensland. Someone saw him driving through. I'd heard he'd gone to Queensland. Guess he'll start at something new. There's a lot of sights to see, so I've been told. There's the Gold Coast. You can live on the 15th floor, looking on the waves crashing into shore. I'd heard he'd gone to Queensland. Someone saw him driving through. I'd heard he'd gone to Queensland. Guess he'll start at something new. Last news I heard, he lives on money saved in a jar. The old Holden Ute is parked out back of a house in Pinken Bar, and he's still looking for that promised land. I'd heard he'd gone to Queensland. I'd heard he'd gone to Queensland. I'd heard he'd gone to Queensland.
I caught the bus at 2:15, settled back with a magazine as we rolled on out the Stewart Highway. I'd done this ride so many times I never even raised my eyes when a man in dusty clothes sat next to me. 500 miles ahead of me, I hoped I would be able to sleep and not wake up till she was standing there. And the moon hangs like a cooler ball in the sky. Daylight swiftly fell away, headlights cut the night like a blade, and the man in dusty clothes hadn't moved. I thought of her so snug and warm while the dusty man began to snore, and wondered if she was thinking of me. We'd met by chance 6 months ago, and though it's hard I couldn't say no, so every month I ride this bus to meet her. And the moon hangs like a cooler morn in the sky. And my love is far away from me tonight. All night long we let them off, stopping at little lonely spots, till it was just the dusty man and me. 3 a.m. we're an hour from town. The dusty man, he'd made no sound. Soon I would be holding her in my arms. And the moon hangs like a cooler morn in the sky. And my love is far away from me tonight. And the moon hangs like a cooler morn in the sky. Dusty man, he leant on me. I tried to straighten him in his seat, then his hand felt cold in mine. There was no breath upon his face and no pulse that I could trace, so we rode like that mile after mile. And when the lights of her town appeared, I knew that she'd be waiting there, and I knew the dusty man was at my side. And the moon hangs like a cooler morn in the sky. And my love is far away from me tonight. And the dusty man, he stays by my side, while the moon hangs like a cooler morn in the sky. Yes, the moon hangs like a cooler morn in the sky.
I've heard so many stories, I've been to many places, traveled near and far and wide. While sitting all alone, staring at the ocean, I've heard so many whispers on the wind. People that I know now or haven't seen for years come drifting on the memories of time. Sometimes my thoughts will linger on one or two of them, watching seabirds homeward fly. Wonder at the universe, here we are, all spinning round. Time we listen to those whispers on the wind. Whispers on the wind, I don't know the future. Whispers on the wind, make the most of every day. Whispers on the wind, tell people that you love them. I've heard all this in whispers on the wind. We need hope to keep us going, someone to understand. Don't know what the future holds, only know who holds it in his hands. Stop to smell the flowers, wonder how they grow, watching seabirds homeward fly. Wonder at the universe, here we are all spinning round. Time we listen to those whispers on the wind. Whispers on the wind, I don't know the future. Whispers on the wind, make the most of every day. Whispers on the wind, tell people that you love them. I've heard all this in whispers on the wind. I've heard all this in whispers on the
The finest red gum steamed and shaped and bolted to the hull. The work was done, the sun was hot as hell. The caulking tools were silent now, the oakum fixed in place to fill the seams when the water made it swell. No knots or flaws in this steamer's make or gum seams in its wood. Just 80 tons of steaming, gleaming boat. 30 horsepower as a heart, she was slipped down and loudly cheered. The finest paddle steamer yet to float. See the engineer with his wet black face, his eyes fixed on the valve. 2 rings from Swan, the captain, time to move. The logs are waiting far upstream, empty barges to be filled. They had a powerful new queen with work to do. And there's Ernie Waite's old organ ass, his dacks that looked like bellows, named after the ill wind that he blew. With Jimmy Choo, the Chinaman, the cook, or so he said, he made a lousy cake and a highly suspect stew. Hear the Adelaide as it echoes through the reach. Paddle wheels beat, water churns, deep smoke rises through the air. Hear the whistle scream and the skipper sound the bell. The first lady of the Murray rounds the bend. Past the claim at Poonboon Station to her home near Iron Bridge. She hauled the logs to the Murray River Mills. Sleepers at Barracuda and more logs at Tongalong. Back downstream at rigger barges filled. Past the landing where the Kellys crossed the Murray on the punt, on their way to rob the bank at Jerilderie. A mighty Murray legend that helped to open up this land and mark a place in the river's history. Hear the echoes through the reach. Paddle wheels beat, water churns deep, smoke rises through the air. Hear the whistle scream and the skipper sound the bell. The first lady of the Murray rounds the bend. The first lady rounds the bend. For 90 years she churned away past snags and wrecks and bends, flood and drought, water high and low. She's silent now, but still afloat, a ghost of another time, working still, but they tell me just for show. And the men who once had courted her or cursed her loud and long are memories, but their spirits linger near. This is the muddy waters lap her sides, and the ropes creak in the breeze. If you listen, there's a sound some will hear. Hear the Adelaide as it echoes through the reach. Paddle wheels beat, water churns deep, smoke rises through the air. Hear the whistle scream and the skipper sound the bell. The first lady of the Murray rounds the bend. Hear the Adelaide as it echoes through the reach. Paddle wheels beat, water churns deep, smoke rises through the air. Hear the whistle scream and the skipper sound the bell. The first lady of the Murray rounds the bend. Hear the Adelaide as it echoes through the reach.
So long to the office and 9 to 5 where the daylight glows from a tube. So long to the crash of the traffic lights and the crush of the big city blues. Bring me the sigh of a desert dawn and the touch of a star-filled sky. Send me the hush of a warm north wind and tell me the reasons why. Out back in the soul of an ancient land, eternal stands Uluru. Timeless as the dream-time song of Mutajulu, Mala, Anangu. And I walk the rock in the lonely haze, wondering at a world turned colder, when down the rock rolls that warm north wind and settles on my shoulder. Kings Canyon, where down the gorges glides the graceful grey-striped thrush, and far off purple mountains pose for Namatjira's brush. In the shadow of the rock, like a synagogue, stand the domes of Kata-Juta, as desert oaks and spinifex pose for the wide-eyed camera shooter. Have you seen a town like Alice? Have you seen a desert rose? Have you seen the wide brown river where the water rarely flows? I've seen a town like Alice. Watch the doctor flying home, where the teacher sees the children through an HF microphone. Swum in the lush of the Mataranka Springs in the warmth of the secret river. An oasis in the dry land, woodland just beyond the Never Never. And I fell in love with Catherine, gorgeous in orange rose. What are those sounds in the soft evening light? Only Nipmuc knows. Have you been this close to the Milky Way? Have you heard a star shed a tear? Reached up and touched Venus on a clear outback night? God, how I wish you were here. Yet somewhere in the dance of the dry desert haze and the star-filled night so clear, and wafting soft in that warm north wind, I feel your hand still near.
The north wind blows forever. The soul of the bush in the air.
The red centre rolls back as the top end rolls in under Capricorn's tropical skies, and Gagadoo calls down Kakadoo's walls from the Langi, Narmagon strikes. Lotus lilies lays on yellow waters green, and bee-eaters swerve and swoop. Sea eagle rules from his throne on high as crocodile stalks Jabilu. When I'm dreaming of Darwin on cold southern nights, cool beer on a balmy beach, where bougainvillea blooms heal Tracy's wounds along a warm Arafura sea. When I'm back in the bustle, the rush, the hustle, with the traffic lights yelling at me, then let the traffic lights yell, I'll just wait, I'll be dreaming of the territory.
The north wind blows forever. The soul of the bush in the air.
We the people hand in hand, we the people understand that there's an answer, there's a way. We the people have to say, so send the orders to prepare, that we the people do declare. Send the good news, send the word, we the people will be heard. We the people everywhere. There's a message in the air, and it's moving across the land. If you listen, you can hear it well, my friends. We know the time has come, take your heads out of the sand. If we don't, the chance may never come again. The future is the reason, not in building ways of war. And the time has come for reason to be heard. The purpose of the people's what this declaration's for, and it's what our fathers told us word for word. We've heard. We the people hand in hand, we the people understand that there's an answer, there's a way. We the people have to say, so send the orders to prepare, that we the people do declare. Send the good news, send the word, we the people will be heard. We the people everywhere. We won't accept excuses, and we won't accept the lies of those who lead our nations into hell. It's time to call their bluff, to say to them enough's enough. It's time we all could hear the tolling of the bell. It's time to feed the hungry, and it's time to heal the pain. and it's time to turn our weapons into plows. It's time to hear the voices that have risen once again. It's the wisdom of the people, clear and loud, singing proud. We the people, hand in hand. We the people understand that there's an answer, there's a way. We the people have to say. So send the orders to prepare that we the people do declare. Send the good news, send the word. We the people will be heard. We the people everywhere. We the people hand in hand. We the people understand that there's an answer, there's a way. We the people have to say. So send the orders to prepare that we the people do declare. Send the good news, send the word. We the people will be heard. We the people everywhere. We the people everywhere.
Well, I love it.